This is Snoop Dogg. Daz Dillinger beef continues to play out over the blogosphere, man. This issue's getting ugly. And I keep saying, man, as you see, he went AI with it. And I seen him soliciting for someone. Yo, it's Daz. Did y'all see that in the story? He's like, anyone who could do the AI video, tap in with me. He was looking for someone to hire. And you see it says Slow Death Records, and he is superimposed in Tupac's spot from the infamous history making hit 'em up video. Tap into, guys, with the Not Like Us being the movement that it was. What is your top 3 or 5 diss tracks of all time? Hit 'em Up was always all the way up there. Ether was up there, but a lot of people were putting Not Like Us above those. But you see, he put himself in Pac's place. He got the blue rag on. He's throwing the money in Snoop's face or whatever. And is that corrupt on the other side, man? And you see, he says Slow Death Records in the motherfucking house. And at the end of the day, this beef runs deep. There's so much with it all, you know what I mean? But what I want to say, aside from all this, like, rock with me, you know what I mean? Let me know if y'all feel me on this. Aside from however you feel about their issues and the music royalty arguments and such, it's like, yo, why did you try to relaunch Deathrow Records if you weren't really gonna do nothing with it? You know what I mean? Like, and I keep saying in a previous video, Reggie Wright Jr. was telling us, yo, Snoop doesn't really own Deathrow Records. He owns the name. And then we saw all that funny style stuff on the catalogs where on streaming services, Deathrow record albums were getting pulled down, and there was all this funny business, funny money stuff going on. And then you had all these random artists claiming that they were signed to Deathrow, and I don't even know. It's like, if he wasn't really going to do it righteously, why did he do it at all? Because at the end of the day, Deathrow was crazy, man. You know what I mean? It really was. And we can go on about it all, but like, basically, I'm saying it was just better left resting in peace. Tap in and tell me if you agree with that. And you see, in the comments, we got Mark Curry, formerly a bad boy, right? He says, give it all up. Entertainment. Alonzo Thorpe, shout out to him. He says, sellout ass Uncle Calvin, new name, ain't no more Snoop. Damn, he's calling him a straight sellout. Let's see what people say. Someone says, when you realize Daz was doing all the beats you thought Dre was doing, look at Deathrow different. And man, you know what I mean? Daz, it's documented in such that, was it off the Chronic or was it off Doggy Style? I can't recall, or maybe both, that they cut Daz a check and Dre like mastered and changed some of that stuff, or just flat out got the credit for it, just like with the Still DRE beat, right? That wasn't that Scott Storch, and then Dre just put his finishing touch on it and got the credit for it. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? As always, I always let y'all know I don't claim to know it all. I'm just an individual that taps in, blogs it up, and wants to have a conversation with y'all. So do me that solid, subscribe to the channel, like the video, but more importantly, join the discussion. Someone says, I love both my cousins. A lot of people saying that. They're like, yo, we don't want to see this, but there's been a lot of beef. Like, I don't think this is the first time Daz and Snoop beefed. Daz and Corrupt have fallout on different occasions. You know what I mean? What's to say, man? I pray y'all can work it out. I stand with Daz. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Yeah, man, it's never a good look, but that just shows you the kind of situation this must truly be for this to hit the blogosphere like this and be put out on Front Street. And at the end of the day, I know some people might try, this is just a play. Nah, this ain't a play, because it's messy. It's messy where there's no kind of way this can be spun. Like, this is real deal, man. Why is Daz Tupac? Someone says. Pac lives rent-free in Daz's mind the last 29 years. Wait, they had a little beef or something? Yo, they said the first joint he did was that My Ambitions is a Rider, right? Remember then Cam had that My Ambitions is a Killer, that Leave Me Alone, Let Me Just Live My Life. That's wild, because that's what Snoop was just saying to Daz on that. Leave me alone. You ain't got nothing better to do than hate on me. Anyway, dog, it's Deathrow beef never stop. Beef sells records. Oh, whoa, we can't have that. We're gonna have to edit that out because that looks like something wild. There was a image of someone milking a cow. Pause. We don't want that. You know what I mean? The AI system might think it's something else, y'all. Go away, uncle. It's DPGC. God got this. I think the problem with that is Daz isn't looking for a handout. He wants what's rightfully his. And we've seen it time and time again, man. Artists get jerked. They don't get what they're supposed to get. And the industry's already like that. For someone to be family and do you like that, it's like, come on, B. You know what I mean? And like we were saying in the blog yesterday, Snoop does not have a good track record putting out artists or trying to do the CEO thing and sign talent. It just never seems to really work well, man. Someone says it's just comedy. Y'all pass this. OGs, keep it classy. Where's the maturity? I mean, Pac spit on that. If you know, you know. So with that being said, we're going to close this thing out one more time. You see what it is, man. He's dissing Slow Death Records. Again, do y'all agree that it just, if Snoop wasn't really in this where he could do this right, he shouldn't have did it at all? And what is your thoughts about this AI video and everything else in regards to this situation? Tap in, comment. As always, stay tuned for updates. Much love. Is coffee, and I'm about this thing.